Hi, I'm Dave. Today I'm speaking to Alon from Sinnery. Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me, Dave.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You're looking very relaxed and chilled and in amongst the trees and the shrubbery there. It's
I'm in the Israeli non-existent jungle right now. The- You can hear the waterfalls over here.
yeah,
Nature.
it looks like paradise there. So
I see that you are also inside a deal cover artwork, so that's cool
yes,
as well.
that is a original Dream Evil tour poster from
Oh, so cool.
1987, I believe. Yeah, I'm showing my age. I think that was the third time I actually seen the guy as well at that point. And this little cardboard cutout my kids gave me this last Christmas or birthday, I think it was, of Dio.
So
So
cool.
yeah, so I
So
don't
cool.
like him. I
Man.
don't like him at all.
I actually missed the Dia show. We had the only one he was in the only time he was in Israel was in 2005, and I was obviously not into metal back then because I was 9. So I missed it. I really liked his work, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I know it's a shame. I won't say I actually got to see him in Black Sabbath as well.
oh, that's so cool.
That
That's
was
so
a
cool. I actually
dehuman.
got to see Black Sabbath with Ozzy twice, and it was mind blowing.
Yeah, I've only seen Ozzy with Sabbath a couple of times. I think the first time was 2014 at Hyde Park in London. So that was the first time for me. I mean, I've seen all the other vocalists as well. So, but Dio was a Dehumanizer album, which I still rate as one of their best as well. So but we
Uh,
digress. We should be talking about you, not Black Sabbath and Ronnie James Dio.
Oh man, it's so easy with Black Sabbath because it's such an awesome band, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they are the cornerstone of every metal band in existence, really, aren't
You know, but at this time in metal, like it's hard for me. I don't see many bands like new bands that are coming out right now that were into Black Sabbath, and so
they?
that's disappointing. Because we really grew on, we were fed on Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. We love that album. We always played it in our apartment on vinyl.
Yeah,
Such a great record.
vinyl. I sold all my vinyl. Okay, let's talk about Sinnery.
Yeah.
Tell me about the band. Explain who you are and what you sound like.
Well, we are Sinnery. We're an extreme metal from Israel. We used to introduce ourselves as like thrash metal, but I
Hmm.
don't think that's accurate after the first album because I think that we evolved into this kind of chimera where we just can put in anything that we like about music, not necessarily metal, and put it into it. And so it kind of, if Scenery sounds like what we want to sound like at a given moment where we record. So,
Yeah.
because I think the Black Bile album was very different from the debut, and then the EP that we're promoting right now, Below the Summit, is more like a condensed version of that, and like you can hear the evolution in what we were listening to. I think.
Right.
Uh, and I think that what will come in the future will be a bit different because we are all about like putting a needle at a moment in time and just do a record of what we want to sound like right now, and we don't want to limit ourselves to any kind of genre. So right now we're pretty much into black metal and death metal, also some deathcore, metalcore, and all the modern stuff, and we mix it up
Okay.
so we will enjoy it.
Well, you got to enjoy what you play, otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, and it's so much easier when you don't limit yourself to what people expect to hear from you and
Yeah.
just limit yourself to whatever you want to
Yeah.
be.
Right. Okay. So the new EP, when is that out, or is it out? I'm looking craftily
It's
at my notes here. So the saying
it's
Somber
going
is
to
out on
be
the
out.
21st.
Yeah, we will release the EP officially 29th of September. We
Okay,
have a show on that day at Malagate in Romania, so we're going to do a special set and play it live full for the first time ever. It's going to be exciting.
brilliant, brilliant. You've actually got a run of dates in the UK as well, just prior to that, haven't you?
Yeah. We're flying out next Friday, and we're
Right.
super excited to see. For me, it's the first time in the UK in general, so I'm really excited to see places and meet new people. I even got the guys to travel a day before so we can see London for a bit, because touring we only see it through a window of a car, and I'm like, we're going to one of the prettiest cities in the world, and man, I gotta travel for a bit. I gotta see something. Let me see the giant wheel, and then we're off playing. I don't know. I just want to see something.
Okay. Well, actually, I was just looking at the tour itinerary here. I have it here, and you're at Cobblestones at Bridgewater on the 18th of September, which is my local venue, or one of my local venues.
Awesome. So you gotta drop by, and we gotta chat. We gotta meet up.
It might be a bit difficult because I've actually got a holiday in Malta booked that particular week. Sorry, I didn't realise. I mean, you're back in London at the Black Heart in Camden on the 19th,
Yeah.
and then the Hairy Dog in Derby, the Fuel Rock Club
I
in
think that
Cardiff.
show. I think that the hairy dog got changed to a different venue,
Okay,
to a different place. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't remember it properly.
okay. And then you've got the Gryphon in Bristol, and you've got the Cavern in
Yeah.
Exeter, which is definitely my local because that's only about half an hour away from me. And I don't think we're back on the 23rd, are we? No. She who must be obeyed is saying we're staying in Malta. Sorry.
Well, uh,
Could you
I
not
bet you're gonna
rearrange
have.
the tour, please?
Well, we can fly with you to Malta and play there. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're up
that'd be
for it.
cool. That'd be cool. Uh, okay, so tell me a bit about a bit more about the EP. What tracks have you got? And choose a particular favorite.
Wow. If you drop by, if I go out to our rehearsal and ask everyone what's their favorite, we're gonna have some argument over it. But for me, I think the EP is like I said, like a more condensed version of Sinnery with really full of pressure time, and I think that the one that gets the message as clear as we ever got it out is Somber, because it's
Yeah.
so the energies are so high, and it goes from one thing to another at such high speed, and before you know it, we're already at the end. And I feel like every time we play it, and every time I listen to it, and because it was released like 2 weeks ago, so I got to listen to it quite a lot. Sharing it and doing the whole promotion. Uh, and every time I listen to it, I say, "Wow." We just This is the opening track. If you're putting the CD or the vinyl in, then
Mm,
it's not 3 seconds in, and we're already at your face, like screaming at you,
yeah.
with a terrible sentence that opens with like the first sentence is, "It feels like burying your mother." And for me, I felt like that sentence that I wrote uh was just getting saying up from the get-go that this will not end well. What we're going to say right now for the next 15 minutes is not good. It's not nice, and this is how it feels like. And for me, that's a fun song. The
Yeah.
the energies are high. We're at our best, drilling our guitars and screaming at each other.
Yeah. You seem such nice people.
We are nice people. We just don't make nice music. I don't know who we were if we were not making this kind of music, but I think if we're putting everything that's not nice about us into this music, then that's a good outlet for that.
Yeah. I mean, it gets everybody else's emotions out as well. You must see some quite raw emotions at the gigs as well from the crowd.
Yeah, our shows are very energetic and they can get quite a bit violent mosh pits. And everything is safe and we always look out for our crowd, but everybody's into it. We always want everyone to feel it. And I think people react to our music in such a way that I couldn't ever imagine people to react to it like that, you know. Because here in Israel, especially because we played so many times here and we have such a local fan base that follows us, and we've been honored to have people who memorize the words and know the songs and come to every show to have fun with us and create some havoc, you know, for that time of the week or the time of the month where we can really express ourselves and release all the bad energy. And that's what we bring to the table, I think.
Yeah. It is touring more difficult in Israel?
Yeah, you don't really have a tour in Israel because
Right.
this is such a small country. Because you can play Haifa, you can play Jerusalem, you can play Tel Aviv. Each city is an hour drive. So, you know, if you
Right.
play in Tel Aviv, which is the main city, people from Haifa will show up, you know. So there's not really much a difference than playing here or there. There's certain amount of people that will only come if you play up north in Haifa, but that's not a lot of people who won't make the effort to come see you elsewhere if it's a good enough show. And also you can't really just rent a van and travel because the borders are here. You know, we can't travel outside of Israel if it's not by plane or a ship, I guess. But so it's kind of hard to get out of here. But I think the bands here in the local metal scene, and us included, work extra hard to stick out to the international scene and have people invite us over. So we really work to be worth it, worth someone's attention to get us out of here and play some shows outside of Israel. So that's always a celebration in the local scene where someone gets out. And I think these latest years, a lot of my friends and bands broke some really intense walls and did some incredible things in the international scene.
Excellent. So where would you like to see yourselves in the next couple of years? I mean, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to play?
Wow. I think we really, so the two main attractions we had in Europe were like Germany and the UK, and we have the UK right now, and we're planning to play Germany soon. But also, I think like in the next few years, we really want to travel to the US.
Yeah.
We want to see the States. We want to see the crowd there. We want to experience, or Japan. We want to experience as many places. Wherever you'll invite us, we'll probably go over, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanna see where everything happens, where the big acts play, and we sometimes get to see venues that the bigger bands play. We played a festival called Rockstad Festival in Romania last year with Lamb of God, you know.
Yeah.
And so we finally got a taste of how it's going on in the big scene. So we're looking forward to the UK for our first tour, not in Russia. So that's going to be in a place that everyone speaks English, and that'll be such I think, a relief. Also, we had a lot of fun in Russia, but it was kind of hard because of the language barrier.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Okay. Well, I won't keep you too much longer. I mean, I don't want you to take root with the shrubbery behind you. So, I wish you all the very best on your UK tour. I wish I could be there, but sadly, my first sunny holiday in decades has fallen.
You gotta do it.
I've got to do it.
You gotta do it.
Yeah, and I do like living as well, because she who must be a babe behind me will.
Well, have fun in Malta, and thank you for having me. Thanks for the talk, man. Really appreciate it.
I really appreciate you taking the time, and I wish you all the best with the EP at the end of the month. Somber is such a stunning single, and I do love it.
Thank you very much.
hopefully we shall be hearing more from you guys very, very soon.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Dave.
Okay, take care.
Peace.